What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to Talking Mets and Rob. How is everybody doing? So, at work, I'm in my car right now on my break. Just to give you the breaking news that Sean Manaea signs with the New York Mets for 2 years, $28 million with an opt out after the first year. That is a solid move for the New York Mets. This is the guy that I wanted. Once the Mets were interested, I said that's a good move. He went to this pitching lab where he figured out where his velocity was down over the last couple of years. Now it's back up 4 or 5 miles an hour more than it was the previous couple of years, and he's throwing around 96, 97, and he's already a solid pitcher. He really had a good season last year, and on top of that, he also can get slid into the bullpen, which he actually did last year as well, which is not a bad thing for the Mets, depending on how they're going to set up their rotation. Even though I think Manaea is going to be in this rotation, it is an excellent deal. Just think, he's getting $1 million more per year than Severino, and he pitches much better than Luis Severino. So this is going to be a very quick live stream, guys. So you guys can watch this later. I'm at work right now. I'm currently in the car taking my break. So I know you guys are tuning in. You can say what up really quickly, but just want to bring you the breaking news so people can check this out later. BX, yeah, it caught me off guard too. I'm at work and I'm getting my phone's blasting up. And I do hope you guys can hear me. I just want to make sure the audio is sounding good. It looks like it's sounding good. So yeah, it surprised me as well. I was working and my phone started to blow up. And I'm like, damn, I got to take a break so I can go live at work. As you can see, I got my hoodie on, my hat on. Of course, I got to represent my Mets everywhere I go. But yeah, so Mets 2 years, $28 million. This is a very, very, very quick live stream. So make sure you hit on that like button, guys, and subscribe to the channel. I will be doing a Mets hot stove tonight so we can talk about it further. But that is great news for the Mets. And now put in Manaea with Quintana and Senga and Severino and Hauser. The rotation is starting to take form a little bit more, and that's what I like to see. Again, it's not an all-world rotation, but you don't need an all-world rotation. And again, more and more, I think the Mets believe that Kodai Senga did have an under 3 ERA last year. If they believe that he's a solid top-line starting pitcher, like think he can be like a number one, but not like a crazy number one, then I guess I can go along with that. Again, I mean, find me a lot of top-line starters that had under a 3 ERA last year. Not many. So if they're going with that, that's fine. I think they need one more pitcher. We'll see what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going after Montgomery, but again, we're hearing more and more noise that the Mets are back in on Montgomery for whatever reason. Esco, he doesn't suck. If you look at his numbers, he actually had a good season. He had a good season, and he actually had a better season last year than he did in 2021. And on top of that, he's worked on his velocity during this offseason because that was the main issue that he was having, that his velocity was down. He fixed that issue. And apparently, according to the reports, it was mechanical. And we saw this with Jacob deGrom. When deGrom fixed his mechanics, he was able to throw 2-3 miles an hour more than he was prior to the years before, prior to his Cy Young years. So this is what Sean Manaea did. He went into the lab, realized that it was a mechanical issue, changed his mechanics, and when you change your mechanics, what do? You have to repeat the mechanics. That's what he was doing. And yeah, exactly. He had a 3.6 ERA last year with not the velocity he was throwing with a lot of the reports say he's throwing around 95, 96, 97 miles an hour. Last year, he was throwing 92, 93 at best, and he had a 3.6 ERA. Again, there was only one on the pitcher that had close to that ERA, and that was Kodai Senga. So you're getting solid arms, professional arms that are pitching for a contract after this year. That's important to realize, too. You got a lot of guys that want big-time contracts, and he is young enough to say, hey, this is a solid signing. You know how many teams were trading for him 2 years ago out of Oakland? There was teams clamoring off of him to get him. So, guys, I do have to go back to work, but I wanted to give you the breaking news. New York Mets sign another man to their rotation, lefty Sean Manaea, 2 years, $28 million with an opt-out after the first year. So they get another guy that's a middle of the rotation guy that I believe can be an easy number 3, definitely a number 4, with the report saying that his velocity is up 4 to 5 miles an hour than it was the last couple of seasons. and he had a 3.60 ERA. Only think that he can get better with that velocity because he has a nasty slider. He misses a lot of bats. He has a lot of strikeouts. And he's a guy that is a finesse pitcher that lost his fastball over the last couple of years. And now if he gets that fastball back, you can only think it can make him better. So once again, guys, I want to thank you for tuning into a quick live stream. I am at work right now, so I do apologize. I can't stay with you guys longer. So make sure you hit on that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And I will be doing a Mets hot stove tonight. I'm going to see if I'm going to get a couple of the roundtable boys together, and we'll talk about this signing and what is the next move for the New York Mets. So once again, guys, Sean Manaea, 2 years, $28 million with an opt-out after the first year. As always, Met fans, let's go Mets. I'll see you later tonight, guys. See you tonight. Have a good day, guys.